Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. The Sicilian defense controls the d4 square with c-pawn. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center to prepare for a d4 pawn push. e6 creates an opening for the dark-squared bishop, and d4 offers to trade the more important central d4 pawn for the c5 pawn in exchange for more control of the center and quick development. C takes d4 gives black 2 central pawns versus 1 central pawn for white. Knight takes d4 recaptures the pawn and activates the knight in return for having 1 central pawn versus black's 2 central pawns. Knight c6 challenges the knight on d4 and controls the e5 square. Knight c3 defends the e4 pawn and puts more pressure on the d5 square. Knight f6 develops the knight toward the center and attacks the e4 pawn, developing the bishop and increasing influence in the center. This threatens to tactically win a bishop. This threatens to capture a knight and win material after the follow-up trades. This threatens to win a knight through a fork. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade, a clear recapture. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. This blocks an attack on a pawn. The clearly correct move for a threatened bishop. The bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This misses an opportunity to move a bishop to safety. Black's recapture simultaneously activates another piece. One more piece joins the action. This is a fair move. Castling gets the king to a safer square. Moving the bishop gives black more flexibility in the middle game. This overlooks an opportunity to move a piece to safety. This misses a better way to develop a rook off its starting square. That's fine. This overlooks a better way to develop a rook off its starting square. This overlooks an opportunity to sacrifice a knight for a nice tactic. This allows the opponent to kick a rook. This misses an opportunity to kick a rook. This overlooks an opportunity to double rooks on a single file. This overlooks an opportunity to create a passed pawn. This permits the opponent to eventually win material. This overlooks an opportunity to eventually win material. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This misses an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. This threatens to tactically win a knight. This blocks the attack on a pawn that could have been captured. This is the only good move. This leads to losing a pawn. That knight capture will win material after all trades are complete. A straightforward recapture. A clear recapture. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. This avoids clear danger. This steps away from the checking queen. The clearly correct move for a threatened queen. This kicks a rook. This is the way to win a pawn. A solid choice. A very strong play. This removes a rook that put the king in check. This is the only move that works. One of the best moves. This blocks white's pawn. From this outpost, the rook has great activity. This is the strongest option. This doubles the rooks on a file, which allows them to team up to create threats. Right on target. Very precise. This is the strongest option. This protects an underdefended pawn that is under attack. This defends the attacked pawn. Right on target. This kicks a bishop. This avoids clear danger. A solid choice. This steps away from the checking queen. Very precise. This evades the check from the queen. This is the strongest option. This evades the check from the queen. Right on target. Very precise. This is the strongest option. This steps away from the checking queen. Right on target. This evades the check from the queen. The piece finds a new active square. This steps away from the checking queen. Very precise. This evades the check from the queen. This is the strongest option. White has got rid of their isolated pawn and improved their pawn structure. Right on target. This steps away from the checking queen. This wins a tempo by threatening a bishop and forcing it to move away. A very strong play. This wins a bishop. One of the best moves. That rook was free for the taking. This makes a passed pawn. This evades the check from the pawn. This threatens to checkmate the king. This is the only good move. This defends a rook that was under attack and had no defenders.